Kia ora whānau. How are you doing? Hey, today's post is going to be about leaving out the front door. If you're part of an organisation, a gang, a club, whatever you want to call it, a clique, whatever, you're part of a collective that you no longer want to be a part of. What do I mean by leaving out the front door? Because I have said it on all of my posts, when I talk about leaving the club world and that. And I've had a few messages from people just asking, what do you mean by leaving out the front door, bro? Can you speak a bit more about that? So I thought, yep, why not? I'm here to give what I know, and nothing's off bounds. So yeah, if like there's more people that want me to talk about things and I have knowledge of it, then I will gladly talk about it. I won't talk about things that I don't know, because that would just be talking shit, and I don't believe in talking shit. And so yeah, leaving out the front door. If like, take me for example, when I decided to leave out the front door, it had been a build-up. It had been a build-up for probably a good year and a half. I just had the idea of like, just thinking, fuck, there's got to be more to life than this, man. This is fucking shit. I'm getting caught up in everyone's bullshit. I'm putting my life on the line for stupid fucking things. And because I was the national president, I fucking had to lead by example. So I had to keep that big fucking macho look. Now, yeah, like I said, I had wanted to leave for probably a good year and a half. But what held me there is we kept having fucking issues with other clubs. So because I was fueled by my ego, I didn't want to look like I was running away from problems or anything like that. But the reason I wanted to leave was nothing to do with, well, that all had some part of it, but like, I just wanted something else. I didn't want to have to always defend somebody else, go and fight somebody else's fucking battles for them, or just do shit that I didn't really want to do, And because of the way that I operated, when I was in that world, if there was meetings, like serious meetings that needed to take place, I always went by myself. Well, that's not entirely true. I always took my my vice pres. Big boy, solid boy, like he's solid as fuck. Yeah, I won't say his name, but if he sees this, he'll know exactly who I'm talking about. He was like my number 2 in the first club, and then me and him went to second club. So we stuck together in that world, and I haven't seen him since I left that world. But I will get into that. Now, when I decided to leave, I had every intention in me that I had clarity on why I wanted to leave. I wasn't running away. I wasn't scared. I wasn't all this shit. I just wanted more for my life. I wanted more, and I felt I just had outgrown that world, like just doing the same shit, getting drunk, fucking snorting cocaine and all that sort of shit, and just riding a motorbike up and down the country. Like, don't get me wrong, it was fun, and like, I traveled the world. I went to Spain, Copenhagen, and we rode bikes all through Monaco and all that sort of stuff, on fucking Harleys. Like, it was an awesome time. So this post is not, I'm not saying anything bad about the times that I was in there, because I did have fucking good times, very good times. But the bad times, they outweighed the good times, because when the bad times were bad, they had the potential to go really bad, like life-ending bad. So it was just not worth it. And I also had a kid, and I was slowly coming to my senses that, holy shit, like, I'm putting my freedom on the line for not shit that I've done for people in the club, and I'm putting it on the line, my freedom, could be potentially taken away from my whānau. And that just didn't sit right with me. I was like, nah, fuck that. I'm not fucking, like, my perspective on the club world slowly started to change, because I was like, oh shit, actually, on meetings that I would go to fucking tooled up and stuff, I found myself starting to go to meetings not tooled up because I didn't want to use it in case I had to, you know, because I didn't want to put my freedom on the line. Yeah, and so things were changing inside of me, you know, and yeah, so how I left was on a national run we had over on the west coast in the South Island. I hit the piss with the boys one last time. I knew that it was my last time. The boys didn't. Nobody actually knew. So, and then the next day I called a meeting, stood up in front of everyone and took my patch off in front of everyone and said, I'm leaving. Like, I no longer want this for my life. You know, I just want to dedicate the rest of my life to my one child at the time. Now I have four beautiful, amazing children. And yeah, so I just went, that's it. I was clear on what I wanted to do. I was like, right, I walk from this world. I'm leaving everything behind. I'm leaving the money. I'm leaving all that shit, drugs, everything. And so from that day, I gave up piss. I think I hit the piss with a couple of the boys, maybe about two or three more times. Just the guys that I was very close with. Fuck, I'm sweating. And I just found myself sort of getting a little bit pulled back into that sort of life because shit was happening, and I just was like, oh, for the boys, you know, like I sort of got pulled back to the old way of thinking, be like, fuck, you know, I should sort this, you know, and then, yeah. And so then I come to the realization that, fuck, if I no longer want this, all these guys are going that way, I've now got to turn and go that way. I have to do a complete 180. So I threw my phone out, I threw all the contacts out, and I actually never talked to anyone from that world. I just had to close down, shut down, and rearrange things inside myself, because I knew that the path that I was going on was only going to lead me to jail or a fucking bullet. Whatever it wasn't good. You know, I had that feeling inside that was trying to fucking pull me out. It was like, bro, get out of this shit, man. You've had enough. And in that world, I had climbed to the top. Like, there was nothing else to do, you know? And so, and that might sound like, ooh, fucking little cunt, but in my head, I wanted to get to that. And I rose to that pretty quick. And then it wasn't fulfilling like I thought. So, yeah. So anyway, leaving out the front door. If some sort of things resonate with you and you're on the fence about leaving, there is a right way to do it, you know. I had guys actually send their patch back in a fucking post, give it to their mates to bring the fucking patches back, or they would come past and throw it on, like, literally not even stop the car, throw it out the fucking window and, oh, I'm out. Like, the fuck? You've got to understand that everyone is human, right? And if you want to leave. But you know the rules. You knew the rules when you signed up. If the rules are that you have to leave your bike behind, you have to leave your gold behind, you have to leave things behind that you had acquired while wearing the patch or being in the Brotherhood, do it. It's only fucking materialistic stuff. It means fucking nothing. It means nothing. But when you're in that world, you're ego driven. Like, I've got to have this, I've got to look good, I've got to have the bikes, you know, because I want the girls to see this, and, you know, I want to be the man. So it's hard leaving that stuff. Leaving that stuff behind. But if that's the rules, you know the rules. So don't pretend you don't know the fucking rules when you're leaving. abide by the rules and have a one-on-one chat, right? This is pretty important. Go to the president or go to the guy that's in charge. Just, say you want to sit down and have a dinner or something, go have a catch up, and then put it on them then, one-on-one. Don't do it in front of everyone. Now, some guys are different. Like, I chose to do it in front of everybody, just because that's just the way that I fucking operate. I'm not sounding like a dick, but I'm fucking not scared of no man that bleeds red. I'm just not. I just don't fear another man. Like, nah, that's just silly. So, and I do get that each club is different. There are more clubs that are more out the gate than other clubs, and if you've been a part of that stuff, you'll think, fuck, this might happen to me, and karma is a bitch. Karma is a bitch. I can hand on heart say I never ever gave the okay for boys to go home evade people, to go fucking stand over people, to go and do that shit. I never operated like that. I joined the club for a brotherhood. I never joined the club to be the man, So, and when boys wanted to do that, I was the one that stopped that shit. No, fuck off. Why? Why do you want to do that? Oh, because fucking... And then if I thought it was serious enough, then I would call the meeting with that fella and be like, bro, I'm hearing this and I'm hearing that. You need to come forward and fucking tell the truth. Like, is this how it is? And then if it was, well then, the fella got what he fucking deserved, but it was always a just cause. And in that world, ego-driven world, a just cause could be, oh, he fucking looked at my missus, bro, he spilled a drink on my shoes. It's fucking stupid, but, yeah. Anyway, so, leaving out the front door, you show respect to the brothers that embraced you when you joined, because there is a lot of love there. There is a lot of love. There is, from real guys, and there's a lot of fakes too. There's a lot of fakes and snakes as well. So, of the real ones that show you the love, you show the love back, and you speak truth. You speak your truth. Be fucking pono. If the reasons you're leaving, now these are all conversations you got to have with yourself prior. Okay, why do I want to leave? Why do I think this no longer serves me? And be truthful. Don't hide even a little bit. Just be fucking truthful. Don't worry about how you look. If you're worried and scared of things, fucking say that. Just say, bro, this is no longer for me, bro. This is just not what I signed up for. This is just not how I thought it was going. And just be truthful. Be truthful. And know, now this, I have only just worked out that if you are truthful in what you're doing, you will be supported. You will be supported in ways that are just, you can't even put it into words, But when you leave and you're being truthful, it means you separate, right? But if you're bullshitting and you leave and you still want to sell drugs and you still want to do things that are involved in that world, you're going to get fucked. People will find out what you're up to. They will find out if you're being a snake in the grass or if you're not being truthful. Like I said, you've got to have this conversation with yourself and you've got to just be truthful. The truth will never let you down. It will never fucking let you down. The truth just has a weird way of supporting truth. It is just, if that is actually what you want, you don't want to do this anymore. I just want to change my life. I don't want to be part of that. I don't want to fucking sell drugs. I'm not saying that all clubs or shit fucking do that, but I'm saying if you're part of negative stuff like that and you continue that stuff, after you've wanted to leave, then you're not being fucking truthful. And karma is going to come back and fucking kick your ass. It will come back and kick your ass. And that's when you're going to find you're probably going to end up in the back of a fucking boot. You're going to end up hurt. So when leaving out the front door means this life is no longer for me. Everything to do with this life is no longer for me. You guys are going that way, I'm going that way. And if that's how you're rolling, just know that you will be sweet. Fucking hand on heart, if you are honest and you are pono to your reasons of leaving and you don't have no hidden agenda, so I'm going to leave here and go over there and do this and do that. Because, like I said, you'll get fucked. You will. But if you're truthful, you can walk out that front door. You can walk out that front door and things will you'll tell yourself stories. Oh, fuck, what if this happens? What if that happens? What if... It's just part of the journey. Yeah, if you're truthful, you will be supported. You'll be safe. I'm telling you now. But if you decide to go back and dabble in that world, that safetiness goes, mate, because you're now no longer being truthful. Now, this is the stuff that I've worked out. And, I actually have helped guys, well, not physically helped them, but I've talked with guys that had been wanting to make this move, and honestly, they've all left, and they're all sweet. I actually talked to a couple of them, and, not fucking hard out, but, we'll send each other some messages, probably every 3 or 4 months or something, and the truth won't let you down, but you got to be strong enough to walk it. And don't let people push you off your truth, because when you leave, you'll hear a lot of fucking bullshit. I heard a lot of bullshit, and I was just like, hey. But honestly, you don't worry about that, because you're going that way. So don't worry about all the shit that's talked here, because you're going that way. I don't give a fuck what's said behind my back. And that's the attitude you got to have. Believe in yourself, because it is your life. It is your life. If you no longer want to do something, you do not have to continue doing it. So many guys before myself have left clubs. There's nothing special about me. I'm telling you now, I'm just a normal fucking guy. I'm a bit more handsome than most, but no. But no, I'm just being a dick. But yeah, believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. And these are conversations you've got to have with yourself. Pen and paper, a silent room. Silence is your best friend when you are trying to find your way. Turn all the external shit off and turn inwards, like I've said on all of my other posts. And I was doing this all along without even knowing what I was doing, until I had light bulb moments as recently, and been like, holy shit. And I have sat and looked back at my journey and gone, that happened because, oh shit, holy fuck. You will be protected by the universe if you're porno, if you are truthful. Yeah, but like I said, go and have that one-on-one talk with the man first. Well, not first, just go and put all your shit in the bag, rock up, bro, this is no longer for me, brother. That's it. This is my truth. This is why I want to leave. And don't hold back. Don't hold back. Be true. Fuck, if you cry in front of the man and you're fucking emotional, so be it. You're being true. You're being true. Yeah. I'm going to leave it there. I hope that helps. But just know, whatever direction you go in, you'll be supported. If you want to take a negative road, you're going to find yourself in a negative fucking dark hole. If you decide you want better for your life and you're being truthful and you're walking that line, you are going to be sweet. I'm telling you, you are going to be sweet. The reason why people are doing things that they don't want to fucking do is because of they've fabricated stories in their head as to why, this might happen, that might happen. I'm telling you now, if you're truthful, you will be okay. Your life will start happening for you. Because in that world, you're the doer. You just always fighting, always fucking hitting heads, always fucking doing shit you don't want to do. When you leave that world and you start being authentic, that's when life unfolds in front of you. It really does. I'm not saying you don't have trials and tribulations along the way, I did, when I left, but it's just part of it. Like, you got into that negative world, of course you're gonna cop some shit when you leave. Like, it's just normal, You can't just fucking think, oh, yep, I'm gonna leave and everyone's just gonna be sweet with it. Nah. Of course there's gonna be guys that fucking want to do this and want to fucking try and take shots and shit, like, but just know that if you're truthful to you, you will be sweet. You will be fucking safe. You'll be good. You'll be good. Listen to that voice inside. That voice inside will keep you safe. Listen to it. Yeah. All right, Whānau. I'm going to leave it there. Fuck, I'm sweating, man. And I can't put the windows down too much because fellas won't fucking hear me and then I have to do it again. And with these posts, I do it once. And if it just doesn't flow, I don't post it. And I don't do a second take, because if I've got to do it twice, then it's just not meant to be talked about. So yeah. Love, light, and happiness. Your authentic self is inside you that wants to be revealed. You've just got to have the courage to follow that voice inside. Have the courage to do that. Your future self will thank you. I never ever thought that I would have 4 kids, be married to another beautiful lady. I just never thought my life would be like that. I just thought I was meant to be a fucking gangster for life and just live in the pits of hell. But it is not true. It is not true. Let's go, Whānau. Let's get it. Love, light, and happiness.